All right, Monday show. Hell yeah. Let's fucking do it.
I'm about to focus, I'm about to spit out the world's greatest show. Yeah, this is it. Better prepare your ears, it's gonna get insane. This dude out of his mind, does he spits his name? You ain't judge, watch tribes, it's time to begin. To talk about judge and make fun of them. Shit in the trash world, oh lord, the world's on fire. Beyond parody, shit is getting dire. Religious bullshit, you know what make you feel like dying. Cause it touches more children than an OBGYN. Time to go from zeros to heroes just for one day. It's the world's greatest show, and it's coming your way. Woo! It's time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. We all have fun and we never grow. It's time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. We all have fun and we never grow. It's time for the Dusty Show. Time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. We all have fun and we never grow. It's time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show. We all have fun and we never grow. It's time for the Dusty Show.
Fucked it up! God damn it. Woo! Hell yeah, folks! Welcome, one and all, to America's finest news program. It's the Dusty Show. And tonight, as you see, we have the NWO in NWO New World Order. New World Order. The Outsiders are here tonight. The alternative slate of kitty cats. Misty. And over there, that is Penguin. Can you guess why he got his name? And other members of the NWO in here tonight. So embrace our new overlords. Because when you're NWO for life. Boom. Look at that. What the fuck is that? I got a cat hair on me. That is not what I want. They're already getting in my brain. Toxoplasmosis. That's when cats put brain worms inside of you and then make you their slaves. I got the toxoplasmosis, everybody. The NWO toxoplasmosis. So, hey, how you guys doing? We're back for another episode of the world's greatest show on Monday. Feeling good tonight. Appreciate you for joining me. But I gotta admit, short show tonight. Got an excuse. Shut up and listen. So, first off, went to my mom's house this weekend to help her with her roofing again. Yeah, I am the world's worst roofer. I have no fucking business on your roof, but none of the other many men in my mom's life who are way more experienced in this matter than I am stepped up to help her out. So I was like, I'll fucking do it. Fuck it. All right. Least of my capabilities is roofing, but I'll get up there. I'll fucking caulk shit, see what the hell happens. I don't know. So I got up there, sweated my ass off, embarrassed myself, but I did it. Here's what I find. In life, showing up is just 90% of it. That's all she really wanted. I don't even really have to fix the roof. I just got to show up, have lunch with her. She's happy. It's going to be raining in her room. I'm telling you right now, rain going to be pouring through the ceiling into her room. My mom's still going to be happy because I showed up and made a goddamn attempt, and that's what counts. So, hell yeah. And that, folks, I'm actually proud of myself. I'm not going to show you guys this whole video, all right? Don't worry. But I actually finished my video I was working on. AI was asked to create the world's perfect song for country, and it did so. Yeah, Driveway. Gotta see this song. So, here's why I'm proud of myself. I heard this song a couple weeks ago, and it was billed sort of like this. AI was asked to create a country song, I think is what it was. I saw it on my Twitter, and I was like, hey, I bet those people who don't have a video for this song, who just made it real quick on AI, wouldn't mind if I use this song to make my own video. And so I asked them, like, hell yeah, please make a video. You have like 200,000 subscribers. We would appreciate free advertising. So I was like, cool. And I wasn't sure I was going to do it. I was just kind of thinking about it. But I really like the song. And I was like, I bet I can test the new AI tools and make this motherfucker pretty easily. And look, it looks pretty good, to be honest with you. Look, all this I did with AI. I did this all by myself, a one-man production crew. I spent about $100 on my budget total. It took me about 20 hours to put this thing together. And I just got to say, it looks pretty fucking good. For a one-man studio, putting it together for $100, it's pretty fucking amazing. A couple years ago, something like this would have cost you $1 million fucking bucks and a whole crew of motherfuckers. So it's pretty cool. Well, I'm proud of myself. I had a vision. I had a goal. I stuck to it. I put the time in, and it came out well. So I'm fucking happy, guys. So that's what I spent my weekend doing somewhat. making this video. We'll see if my hair is nicely powdered tonight. We'll see if anybody gives a shit. But regardless, I'm pretty much just making these videos for myself. I like this song. I wanted this song to have a video. I had a vision for the video. I've watched it a million times myself. So I'm going to start a secondary channel where I just create AI songs, whatever videos using AI that I like for me, because I find it entertaining. And if anyone else wants to watch them, they can. So cool. That's what I worked on. I don't have much of an after party tonight. Gotta admit, not gonna lie to you, I don't do that. So probably gonna show you guys my Premiere Pro timeline on how I put this thing together. If you guys are interested in how to make music videos on the cheap, I can teach you how to do it. Fuck yeah, hot robot lady, yeah! I want to get all up in that, all up in those computer guts. I'm gonna ruin them with my semen. And all right, folks, let's go ahead and kick the motherfucking show off. As usual, it's time to beg you for money. Super chats are the lifeblood of the show. I answer every questions in the super chats. That's like my entire fucking job. So, yeah, only one so far, but it's going to pick up over here. There's a $sign. You click on it, and then you donate money. And, of course, you want to donate a lot because I am a whore. I'll do dirty, nasty, disgusting things for big tips. So yeah, and big tits too, but mostly big tips. So anyway, get your super chats in. Gonna read them all at the middle of the show and the end. So help out me and the NWO floating cats and the animal sanctuary, and have your words read on live on the air like Cameo, only better. It's the super chats. All right, let's go ahead and kick the show off, folks. I need to be back. Boom. Hell yeah. What's up? First off, folks, gonna open up with some Joe Rogan embarrassment in the Chud Watch. What's that? And then what do we do? Oh, hell yeah. Here we go. Yeah, first up, on the Chud Watch. Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. Click, 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 click. First up on the Chud Watch tonight. So let me just reintroduce you to one of the new hot it boys on the right. This is Aiden Ross, folks. Semi-literate, barely literate. I don't even know if he is literate. I'm assuming he must be, sort of, but not really. Anyway, this is all it takes to be huge on the right. This guy makes probably $10 million a year doing this. You don't have to be intelligent, good-looking, tall, nothing. You just have to scream the N-word and shill for any right-wing cause you can think of. So remember this guy, Aiden Ross? Here he is, sniffing Andrew Tate's chair as he leaves.
You know this. I have work to do. I'm done. I fixed you. Where you going? I'm ready, bro. I'm really gonna do this shit. Y'all don't understand, bro. I'm really.
Yeah, weird.
And I just want to say, bro.
I wonder why people think conservatives are weird. It must be on account of their incredible fucking weirdness. Holy God, there's such weirdos. And yes, if you were wondering, is he a political genius? Yeah.
What does a fascist mean?
It means you are a far right authorization
Authoritarian.
Ultranationalist. Oh my God.
Ultranationalist.
Analyst. Political ideology movement characterized by dictator leadership, centralized autocracy, militarism, forcible suppression of opposition. So I don't know what that means, bro. I swear to God. I don't know what the fuck a fascism is. I don't know what the fuck that is. Benito Mussolini and Giviante Genitale and Jason Stanley. Like, who the fuck are these people, bro?
Yep.
Never heard in my fucking life.
Yeah. Shocker!
What is an example of a fascist? Yo! All right, bro. See what I'm saying, chat? Like, this is why I don't fuck with y'all, bro. Like, dude, like, this is what the fuck I don't... Bro, I don't fuck with y'all, bro. I do not fuck with you guys, bro.
So anyway, super genius. This is what the right continuously rewards. I don't know how anybody's not just humiliated to consider themselves part of the right, but I guess it's because they don't have any fucking shame. This guy even thinks that Biden is behind the abortion ban, and that's why he supports Trump, folks. Can't make this shit up.
Give me 3 reasons why Trump is better than Biden. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just want to know if you're actually talking and you're not just a bot repeating
first
shit.
Of all, what happened with abortion is ridiculous. You should not be able to tell a woman what to do with her body. That's first of all. That's a woman's body.
You think
Yeah, why are we doing this right now, bro? On stream.
You're so brain dead. You're so brain dead.
All right, Josh, do you have a sister? Do you have a sister?
Yeah, I have a sister, bro.
Okay.
Wait, you think Biden was the one that wanted abortion to be? That's what you think? That's
He's a
like
president.
that's how that works.
He's a president. He can, you know what I'm saying? He can not ban it. What do you mean?
What do you mean? What you mean is that Donald Trump said, hey, if we get 3 Supreme Court nominations, which he did, and I put them all in the court, which he did, we are going to overturn Roe versus Wade, which he fucking did. He said he was going to do it. He set out to specifically pick people who were going to do it, and they fucking did it. So, of course, it's Biden's fault. Just the dumbest people, folks, but it doesn't matter. Nothing they say matters. All that matters is they scream the N-word and they act like the most awful people in the world so that edgy 12-year-olds go, look at everybody we're upsetting. This is our entire life. This is all we have. Yeah, they're fucking pathetic. So, of course, Donald Trump does an interview with this guy today. It's amongst the biggest streams ever put on the internet. Fuck my life with this XCQ guy, another brain genius.
Fantastic, wow.
Yeah, you got the grills on.
I like that, hey. I know, that's what I noticed.
What is going on?
Nice to meet you, brother.
Nice to see you, thank you. Congratulations.
All right, well, you can already see the gift.
Yeah, I can, wow.
You can't miss it.
That's an Elon.
It is.
So they gave Trump a cyber truck. He a billionaire, so let's give him a $140,000 truck for no fucking reason. Why not? Just lump more shit upon the people that don't need it. Anyway, here's the genius interview they had. Trump praising a dictator, saying how safe his country is. He's trying to set us up, folks.
Right. Do you what do you think about what's going on in Venezuela, the whole situation out there?
Well, I know it very well, and Venezuela is right now being run by a dictator. We were enemies with Venezuela. Venezuela was going to collapse, and people could have gone back to Venezuela. They're in our country now. They've released tremendous numbers of criminals into our country. If you look at Caracas, it was known for being a very dangerous city, and now it's very safe. In fact, the next interview we'll do it in Caracas, Venezuela, because it's safer than many of our cities.
Yeah, let's go to Caracas, Venezuela, where a dictator is leading it, but it's safer than America. I'm so down, says super genius Aiden Ross. And yes, folks, this is American politics. This is what Donald Trump is doing. He's so desperate to beat Kamala Harris now. This is actually glorious, though. How pitiful this is. This is what he's resorting to try to win over the Ute vote. Yeah, that's going to get the kids out to the polls. All of 4chan speeding to vote for Donald Trump right now. And they had a contest to make the fucking Cybertruck even uglier, and Aiden Ross won it. Congratulations, Aiden Ross. One of your many, many victories. Meanwhile, Trump doing another rally, and of course, it's same as always, just lying his fucking ass off, spreading hatred, divisiveness.
I used to use the barbells. I thought now all you have to do is look at the boxers. This young girl from Italy, a champion boxer, she got hit so hard she didn't know what the hell hit her. It's a person that transitioned.
No, it wasn't a person that transitioned at all. The fighter she was fighting is not trans, is a female.
He was a good male boxer.
She was never a male boxer. She was never a male. She never transitioned. She is not a trans person.
Yeah, he was a good male boxer. And she didn't even go down.
Yeah, she got hit one time and then she quit. And as we're going to show you in the trash world, they paid her off. That whole thing was a scam.
He hit her with 2 jabs, and she said, I'm out. How crazy is it?
Yeah, how crazy is it? Presidential candidate just lying his ass off, misgendering someone for no fucking reason, just to spread hatred. That's all it is, folks. To divide us. Because this is all they have. Aiden Ross and transphobia. Meanwhile, just right out in the open, bragging about how they are shills for the rich. Remember, Donald Trump, every rally went out there and shit on electronic vehicles. He's going to ban electronic vehicles. Electronic vehicles are the worst. Hell, we can't have electronic vehicles. What if they made boats electric and then you got electrocuted or eaten by a shark when the boat went down? How are we going to have electronic vehicles when the windmills are killing all the birds? How we got electronic vehicles when the sun doesn't shine all the time? Electronic vehicles evil. Then Elon Musk agrees to give him $50 million a month. Next thing you know, he's like, hey, I got to be for electronic vehicles now because Elon Musk gave me a bunch of money. Hard to believe they're just saying this shit out in public now.
And I'm for electric cars. I have to be, because Elon endorsed me very strongly, Elon. So I have no choice.
I have no choice.
But he knows.
Yeah, he knows. He gave me the money. I have no choice. I have been bought by the world's richest man, so I shall now change my tune. So just in case you guys are wondering, why is Trump 100% changing my tune? I just want you to know the reason I am is because I was bought by a rich person to shill for his product. That's just how politics works, baby. And they're like, yay! Yay for selling out your principles to the rich. Hooray! Just holy shit. Back in the day, like, I know it sounds crazy, but this kind of thing would have disqualified you from running for anything. You would have tried to keep it completely quiet. Now they just fully admit it. I was bought out by a rich person to change my entire platform. And they're like, this is the greatest thing ever. Oligarchy forever.
No, I am for him. I'm for him for a small slice is a slice. But you want to have gas-propelled cars. You want to have hybrids. You want to have every kind of a car imaginable. They want to go all electric. And there's no way you can ever load them up. They call them loading them. You can't load
They call them charging, but okay.
them. We're going to have to spend $9 trillion in the Middle West. You saw they built chargers. Now, a charger is a gas pump with electricity come through. Is that good? So it's
Oh my God, they're so stupid. Holy God. I can feel my IQ just, I don't even believe in I don't even believe in the term IQ. My IQ is seeping so far into my body that now I'm starting to use IQ, non-ironically. And then, of course, folks, shameless is their superpower. Trump is selling anybody, anytime, anyplace shirts, despite saying he wouldn't attend a previously agreed upon debate on ABC. This is just like when they were selling pictures of him surrendering with the text, never surrender. It just doesn't fucking matter. He could literally put a picture of his shirt, or his face on a shirt that says, never wear orange bronzer, and people would buy 1 million of them. Words don't even fucking mean anything to these people. And ABG always be grifting. That's what they do at the Trump administration. I actually like this one a little bit. I might buy this. You never fucking know. I took a bullet for democracy. He probably didn't. He probably took a little of a shattered teleprompter. That's probably what happened. But hey, $25, why not? I'll buy it. I ain't shitting you guys, folks. The coffee cup that I drink out of every day, it says, I am fueled by coffee and Jesus. I'm not kidding. I should have brought it out here and showed you guys because it was the biggest cup at Walmart for the cheapest price. And I literally don't give a shit what it says. It could say, I have a tiny little baby penis, and I would still drink out of that motherfucker because I don't give a shit. I'm all about the value, baby. So load me up a Trump boilet glass. Why not? I'm down. Meanwhile, new game just dropped, folks. Where's Weirdo? And found him. There he is. There he is. He's right here, folks, in case you were looking for him. There's Weirdo. Instantly spotted. Wasn't really hard in this Rorschach test of horror, but hey, pretty fun for a second. Meanwhile, Jason Bateman speaking out against Donald Trump. Love me some Jason Bateman. Used to watch him in a show called It's Your Move when I was just a small boy. Great show. And Jason Bateman says, I like Kamala Harris. And it's not just because the other guy is a raping fascist who has clearly lost his mind after 50 years of using dangerous yellow hair dye. Oh, snap. You just got Ozarked, motherfucker. And that... I'm glad to see the Trump administration recycling at least. It was so simple, folks. Don't have to replace your yard signs. Just draw a V and an A over Pence. Trump Vance! Of course, you might want to draw a 4 over the 0 in 2020, but pretty good, pretty good. I like it. Don't spend any money you don't need to, since your guy's going to lose ridiculously anyway. And, this one got fucking, what was this? I'm telling you, Trump it. What? Why did they fucking remove this one? Why? That was such a... Oh, here it is. All right, hopefully let me play this one. And folks, I agree. Trumpism without Trump is so sauceless. This is the face of desperation. This is the face of a woman that realizes, as I've told you guys repeatedly, if you want to be successful in the conservative community, all you have to do is pretend to be the worst human you can possibly be. It's a vice signaling. You just signal to all the other bottom feeders that, hey, I'm worse than you are. I gave you permission to be an incredibly awful piece of shit. I will be your shield. Hide behind me, you shit stains. And let's see if this is effective for her.
I will make fat and slut shaming great again. It's fun and necessary. Jess Piper is a fat pig that I call lying about being swatted, is guilty of campaign finance violations, and is now trying to cancel a young, hardworking American by the name of Cody Seier, who happens to support me. Cody and his family are the toxic masculine patriots that built America, that have paved the roads we drive on, and that are fed up with all of this woke garbage. Cancel culture is over because these Democrats are all gay, vaccinated, and cannot reproduce. So leave a big, beautiful review to the Flory Equipment Company.
Don't play Kanye! I love Kanye, though, back in the day. Back before he got all stupid nuts. He used to love me some Kanye. That is a black skinhead. Used to be on repeat on my playlist. Anyway, let's see how that awfulness works for her. Doesn't sound incredibly American. Not saying she's not, but conservatives going to be like, This immigrant I'm okay with because she's awful like me. Meanwhile, hey, Libs of TikTok. Hey, Libs, check this out. Anything, Libs of TikTok? Anything? Conservatives, anything about this? Aberdeen, Washington City Councilman Riley Carler has been arrested for the rape of a child under the age of 12. Yeah, make pedophiles afraid again. It's always goddamn projection with these motherfuckers. They put these caps on. They worship Trump because they think the more they pretend like they hate pedophiles, the more they're going to be shielded from anybody thinking they're a pedophile. That's like your gayest friend being like, faggots, keep those faggots away from me, and then going behind the scenes and sucking every dick they can suck. Same thing. Where you at, Libs of TikTok? Anything? Of course, they don't really care, folks. As I've covered on the show over the years, thousands upon thousands of preachers raping your kids every week all over the place. They never mention them. But 2 trans people are pedophiles, 1 million different posts. Because it's not about caring about children or pedophilia. It's about transphobia, hatred, and bigotry. That's all they got, folks. Meanwhile, speaking of hatred and bigotry, over in the UK, they're having riots from the far right now. And this is what kind of set the shit up. Here is typical rags in the UK, continuously doing xenophobia, anti-migrant hate, fury over plot to let 1.5 million Turks into Britain. 4,000 foreign murders are rapist. UK Muslim helping jihad. Migrant numbers hit new records. 4 out of 5 migrants aren't Syrians. True total of mass migrations on UK life. Just day after day after day, hammering them with anti-immigrant sentiment. Next thing you know, the far right riots in the UK because some dude who wasn't an immigrant, literally a dude who was British born, stabs 3 young ladies. And the right wing takes to the street to blame immigrants for it who had nothing to fucking do with it, folks. First, they ran to a hotel that's trying to house asylum seekers. And the right wing shitheads tried to burn the whole thing down and kill all the asylum seekers.
Oh shit, man, they're in. They're in. Oh wow. They all went upstairs.
So peaceful all the time. Trying to start a race war in the UK, folks. Here's the aftermath of the violence against the hotel. Like I said, they try to burn the whole place down, kill everybody in it for no fucking reason. A British person stabbed some girls, and this is the response of the idiot right-wingers. Because they were just waiting, folks. They don't actually give a shit if immigrants did it or not. They want to murder immigrants. They want to blame them for everything. They've been brainwashed to do this. They're a powder keg waiting for a spark to set them off, and it doesn't matter if the spark is legit or not. They are being 100% led, folks. I don't be a conspiracy theorist, but also the UK decided to stop sending arms to Israel. The next fucking day, all the right wing goes out there and tries to burn down the whole fucking country. Whether the two things are connected or not, I cannot say. I am just pointing out what's happening here. And here, English protesters began looting shops, folks. Imagine if it was a bunch of immigrants doing this. A bunch of brown people. But no, there's the Utes looting the shops. Got you some good stuff, didn't you? Hell yeah. Man, Americanism spreading all across the globe. You guys don't even loot right. Get your shit together. In and out, motherfucker. It's military precision. Enough crackers in there to fill a pack of saltines. And post it without comment, folks. This is why this kind of hatred and bigotry takes place. Just walking down the street with her mom, a young girl is screaming, "Packies out!" Which basically, Packies is their word for foreigner, I guess. Packies out, Packies out. A little louder for the people in the back.
Really embarrassing when you bring your child and let them say something like that. Like, really embarrassing. You're teaching your child racism, teaching your children racism, teaching your child. Good for you. Bringing your baby to a protest. Disgusting. 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 Was it a sin? Do you want them cut up their socks? Do you think that's what people are doing? Do you really think that? You feel so sad that you actually think people are doing that. You actually think people are doing that. You actually think people are doing that.
They sound just like Trump supporters. Watch the news. It's all happening. We're so scared. White people, get your shit together. Holy God. And far-right thugs are checking if drivers are white for safe passage in Middlesbrough. Yeah, you're good to go. You're white. Go ahead. They're white. Come on, man.
Big Jake right there, big Jakey boy.
So they're literally trying to create a race war in the UK right now.
Fucking hell.
Over fucking nothing. They were coiled, they were ready to go, and then someone lit the match on them. Meanwhile, I think this one might be pretty easy to find, folks. Let's see. If the police could identify this person, if there were only some kind of identification. Yeah, he's wearing an ankle monitor. What are you fucking doing out there? Go arrest this motherfucker, UK. I'm pretty sure being outside in a riot while you're on probation violates your probation. I'm no expert on UK law or anything. Meanwhile, here's a country road in Liverpool where they're just randomly attacking South Asian women. Racism out of hand. Try to get this woman to let go of the Asian woman she's attacking. Just walk up, kick her in the face. Yeah, why not? So it seems bad. Fascism spreading all across the goddamn globe. Oh, but at least there are some heroes out there standing up against it. Anti-fascists came out to counter-protest. Yeah. Fuck EDL. Fuck EDL. And let's look at some fuck around and find out moments. This British neo-Nazi Fafos.
Yeah? You get me? What?
Yep, good luck at the dentist tomorrow, dickhead. What did we learn? Nothing. Of course, they never learned anything. Whole world's burning down, folks. Meanwhile, Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, trying to instigate it all. He retweets Douglas Murray. Mass illegal migration turns high-trust societies into low-trust ones. It turns coherent societies into incoherent ones. You can't just address the backlash to that. You have to address the cause. That's right, folks. Mass deportations, no more immigration. This is white supremacy 101, folks. Being spread by Elon Musk. He comments, if incompatible cultures are brought together without assimilation, conflict is inevitable. Once again, it was a British dude who did it all. It wasn't immigrants. It wasn't migrants, but it doesn't matter, folks. This is all xenophobia. This is all white supremacy. This is all hatred of brown people pushed by the oligarchy. And the reason Elon Musk is doing this is very simple, folks. It's because he's trying to divide us. Civil war is inevitable. Inevitable, he posts directly after that. Now, this word shouldn't be civil. It should be class. But what he's doing is he's trying to stir up a civil war to protect himself against a class war. He's trying to pit poor people against poor people, poor white people against poor brown people, because the alternative is us teaming up together to go after the true enemy, the people who are actually hurting us, destroying our country, causing us harm, the billionaire class. Which is exactly why he bought Twitter to begin with, folks. Spent $46 billion to buy up our social media so he can divide us. Specifically divide and conquer. This is all they do. This is all they have ever fucking done. It is as transparent as glass. Only the dumbest motherfuckers fall for it. And remember, folks, Elon Musk said, hey, you can trust Twitter because of community notes. Doesn't matter what somebody posts, doesn't matter if they're far right or not. We don't have to ban them because if they say some bullshit that's incorrect, the community notes will correct them. So this is the number one spot on the internet for truth. No misinformation here, but here's how the game works, folks. The guy who makes the rules decides what free speech is. Andy Nogo has been put in charge of community notes. Andy Nogo, you know, the far right, alt-right journalist who gives kill lists to Adam Waffen. That's who's in charge of deciding what community notes gets listed and what community notes doesn't get listed. So it's control of information. All you have to do is community note anything from the left you don't like and suppress any community notes for anything from the right you want to be there. And it's 100% control of the information in this information war. This is how it's played. Good news, though. Rightoids fight each other. Hope they kill each other. Love to see it. Matt Walsh says, I supported Kyle Rittenhouse because he was an innocent kid who was unjustly prosecuted. I don't think he owes me or anything, and I really don't care about his politics one way or the other. Not sure what was gained by screaming at that guy until he supports Trump again. You know exactly what was gained about it. It's a cult, and you can't go against the cult leader or you get outed from the cult. That's Cult 101, Matt Walsh, playing dumb. But Cat Turd don't like it. Another dumb, clueless take by Trump-hating, arrogant Matt Walsh. Yeah, I'm sure Matt Walsh hates fucking Trump. Seriously, how could anyone stand this fraud? How could anyone stand any of you? Your name is literally Cat Turd. Holy God. And Joey Marinero, Trendy Seaman himself, also wants Kyle Rittenhouse brought back into the fold. This is how cults work, folks. You beat them down, but if they change their mind, you can invite them back in as long as they're willing to bow down, worship the cult leader, come back into the fold. They can belong again. Joey Marinero says, Kyle Rittenhouse apologized and came back to MAGA. We can stop attacking him now. Yeah, we cancel the shit out of him for a difference of opinion, which we used to pretend like we cared about and was very important. But this lays bare how hypocritical we are. This is why you have to put intense pressure on people. He likely saw everything flash before his eyes and came home to where he belongs. Good on him. He better prove himself loyal now until November 5th. Hey, haters are going to say it's a cult. Good God. How could anybody deny it at this point? And folks, I'm sure if you saw the thumbnail of this show, you're already aware of this. But Joe Rogan had another Chud special, and it's just like all the other comedian specials on Netflix recently. It's your boomer MAGA dipshit uncle just spouting off shit he heard on Facebook for 2 hours while Netflix backs up a Brinks truck full of money to pour on him. It was even worse than I could have possibly imagined, folks. This is the exact type of comedy Joe Rogan always rails against on his show, where comedians get up there, they don't actually tell jokes. They just do social commentary, and instead of laughing, the audience mostly cheers. That's exactly what happened here. Almost no laughter. It was just the audience cheering as Joe Rogan shilled one right-wing talking point after another. Here is the clip they actually used to advertise the show with.
I'm friends with Elon Musk.
This isn't fucking it. That's not it. Oh, well, we'll play this one anyway.
Which is the intellectual equivalent of a boy and his dog. That guy's so much smarter than me. You know when you're around your dog's like, you're different, tell me what to do. That's me. I'm like, when they land, you'll tell them I'm cool?
Just so fucking cringe. Elon, he's such a genius. Elon can't even form a fucking sentence, Joe Rogan. He sounds like Porky Pig every goddamn time he talks, other than being the world's richest man. I can't think of a single statement he has ever made in fucking public that was intelligent whatsoever. So, of course, this is the guy Joe Rogan looks up to. Here's the opener.
You know, it's just good to see everybody having a good time. The country's almost back to normal before World War III. COVID was just so strange. We lost a lot of people during COVID.
Yeah, we lost 1 million Americans because of misinformation, Joe Rogan.
And most of them are still alive. Yeah.
Like you. This is projection. We lost you. You lost your brain at least.
Right?
Yeah, right. That's the comedian's version of please laugh. And look, they're just cheering because it ain't funny.
There's a lot of people that I don't fuck with anymore. Before COVID, I would have told you that vaccines are the most important invention in human history.
And then you got brain rot and you lost your goddamn mind and now you're this thing, this human toe, little squat ass legs with your bubble gut sticking out.
After COVID, I'm like, I don't think we went to the moon. I think Michelle Obama's got a dick. I think Pizzagate is real. I think there's direct energy weapons in Antarctica.
Look, they're not laughing. They're just cheering. And they mostly cheered from the whole Michelle Obama has a dick statement.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't think Michelle Obama's got a dick, but I believe all that other shit.
Oh, just amazing. Good God. Conservatives are getting better at comedy, and the left is nervous. Meanwhile, this is how bad it's getting for Joe Rogan. He's literally stealing jokes from Brendan Schwab. Now, if you know who Brendan Schwab is, he is one of Joe Rogan's best friends, but he's also considered the worst comedian of all time. He was so mocked and ridiculed online for trying to be a comedian after his UFC career that he was literally chased out of the comedy world. Has the lowest rated comedy special of all time on IMDb. Brendan Schwab does. And so, of course, now Joe Rogan stealing the jokes from the worst comedian in the world.
I wish I was gay. It looks way easier. You're hanging out with only guys. No one can get pregnant. No more lies. I wish.
Thinking to myself, oh my God, my life would be so much easier if I was just gay as shit. If I was locked down with the bros, Dallas, quarantined with the homies, you know how much more fun we would have? Oh my God, dude. We'd like play video games all day. We'd work out. At night, we'd fuck each other.
For gay sex, love it. But imagine stealing Brendan Schwab's jokes, the worst comedian in the world, and still he's funnier than you telling them. Bottom of the barrel shit, Joe Rogan. So obviously he got a roundly mocked. I went to the Joe Rogan forum, couldn't find but one or two people who actually were standing up for him. Literally thousands upon thousands of posts shitting on Joe Rogan about how horrible this comedy special was. I checked Twitter, same thing. Almost nobody liked it. Even though Joe Rogan has the #1 podcast in the world, millions of fans, nobody turned out to pat him on the back for the shit show he put out, folks. That's how bad it was. And yes, Joe Rogan identifies as a comedian. The only funny helicopter joke you'll ever hear. But this is the kind of shit he's saying. Thank you, Kat. In 2024, folks, this is the jokes he's telling. And I'm like, male assist? You just assume my gender? You just assume my gender. That is a new thing you can say. Yeah, so new. So new. You just assume my gender. It's so new. That's literally 10 years old, dude. I remember I embarrassingly told this joke to Francesca, whatever her name is, the one that was on Superstore. You know, the woman I'm talking about. We used to DM a little bit every once in a while. It was 10 years ago. I joked and asked her if she was assuming my race. And it was cringe even then, even 10 years ago when I told this fucking joke. So brand new, cutting edge material from Joe Rogan. I'm just saying, maybe should be an age limit on comedians. Like 50, you can't tell jokes anymore. I don't know, maybe. That's just a brainstorm I'm throwing out there. And people were mesmerized, not by his jokes, but by his boob sweat. Apparently he was sweating through his fucking shirt. I guess his moobs that he's growing from all the steroids he's taking are sweating fucking profusely. Might want to put some right guard under your titties there, Joe Rogan. Meanwhile, people are pointing out he looks like the adult Kalu. I don't even know who this is. Who the fuck is Kalu? But nailed it. His little squat ass legs. Carbon copy of whoever this fucking kid is. Somebody said he looks like if Gru and a minion had a baby. Yeah, pretty much. I can see that. I ain't never seen those Despicable Me movies, but I know the characters. It's exactly what the fuck he looks like. And some people saying he looks like Cotton Hill. I got my shins blowed off by a Chinaman's machine gun. Yeah, you sure did. What happened to your shins, Joe Rogan? Just saying, no wonder he sits behind a desk while he does his podcast. Meanwhile, I personally love the new Joe Rogan special. Nailed it. Too much hair in this thumbnail, though. So I can tell that's not really Joe Rogan. And folks, some people are saying that this showed a little self-awareness by Joe Rogan, this section. But I 100% disagree. What you're about to hear right here is the apex of shirking responsibility. See, Joe Rogan has the #1 podcast in the world. He has the most fucking viewers, which means that he has the biggest responsibility of anybody who has a podcast. You have what I consider to be an incredibly important responsibility called platform responsibility, which means the bigger your platform is, the more responsible you are to make sure you don't let misinformation spread on your platform. You owe it to society. Society has put you in a very, very powerful position. And so you owe it to society to make sure the greater good happens. And bullshit is not placed on your platform and allowed to spread unchecked. Nobody who is in that position of power should be given that much power unless they are willing to accept that mantle of responsibility. Period. But conservatives don't believe in that. Conservatives do not believe in responsibility. Yes, they tell you that you should be responsible. You should pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You shouldn't blame other people for your fucking problems. But that's for you, not for them. When it comes to Joe Rogan, hey, I can say whatever I want to. I can spread any amount of bullshit that I want to spread. And it's not my fault. It's your fault if you believe me. Yes, I already know 100% for a fact people believe what I say. Even if I tell them not to believe me, they still do. That's not my fault. That's their fault. I have no responsibility whatsoever, folks. Don't blame me.
I might have. But here's my take on that, sincerely. If you're getting your vaccine advice from me, is that really my fault?
Yes. If you spread misinformation on the world's largest podcast, that's your fault, Joe Rogan.
Like, who are we protecting? Who's out there going, yo, you know that dude who made people eat animal dicks on TV? How does he feel about medicine? Like,
Yeah, I know your fans are stupid, Joe. The fact that they're stupid doesn't change the fact that they do listen to you. As I showed on my Meet the Victims section, where people that were spreading your memes on their Facebook timelines were on their deathbeds begging people not to be a fucking moron like they were and to take the vaccine. Yes, people do listen to you. You kill people, Joe. But this is how you treat it when you don't want to admit to yourself the harm you've caused. You're not at fault in any way.
That's not my job, kids. I'm a professional shit talker, okay?
It
Some
is
of
your
the things
fault.
I say make sense, a lot of them don't. It's up to you to figure out what's what.
No, it's up to you not to spread bullshit on your platform. It's up to you to take the power, the responsibility of your power seriously.
The fun part. You know, the problem is, like, people say, well, people listen to you and they take your advice.
Yes.
Well, take this advice. Don't take my advice.
But they will. You can say that all you want to try to assuage your own guilt of the harm you've caused. But no matter if you say that or not, you know they're going to. So it is up to you not to spread bullshit, Joe Rogan.
So that's advice. Don't take my advice about 200 milligrams and don't take my advice about COVID.
Yeah, but they will. And you know they will. So take responsibility, dickhead. Meanwhile, folks, apparently in LA, somebody spent some big money to rent out 5 airplanes to skywrite. Joe Rogan is literally 5'3" in the sky in LA.
Joe Rogan is literally, this should be good. Joe Rogan is literally it's happening. It's all happening. Oh shit. This is gonna be good. Joe Rogan is literally 5 foot. This is happening right over my head. 3
I mean, the skywriting is pretty cool. Apparently, they have 5 airplanes that fly in unison, and they have computers that link them all up to do like dot matrix printing, skywriting. Somebody got some cash to burn for sure, folks. I love it, and that is my Chud Watch for tonight. Anybody see that bullshit? I tried to watch a little bit of it, but it was too cringe to watch too much of. And, all right, we were a lot, folks. Hey, I have a patron. All right, Dusty's already muted. Cool. If you click on the, boom. Here we go. Here's Dusty. What's up? Nicely powdered hair you got there, Dusty. If you click on the more button on this video, it brings up a whole bunch of information, such as this show takes place every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Central and 9 Eastern, which is very important. Be sure to tune in. But also, the very first link takes you to my Patreon. Could you please consider becoming a member? The very first button, you click on it, and then you can either use PayPal or your credit card. I know it's a pain in the ass to put your credit card information, your PayPal information in. I'm sorry to ask you to do so, but I don't make any money off ads on this show. I don't sell anything. I don't con anybody out of money. I just make free content, and I'm 100% user supported. So if you enjoy the work I put into this show, could you please consider chipping in $1 or $2 on my Patreon? And you actually get something for doing that. You get a ticket to every single after party, which is a show that takes place after this show for all the cool people. So not only do you get to help me and all the floating cats and the animals in my animal sanctuary and help me keep the lights on, but you also get to hang out with the coolest people in a more casual atmosphere after this show. So please consider helping me out on my Patreon. Thank you for letting me shill. And all right, let's read the super chats. How we doing tonight on the super chats? Got a couple. Not too good. Not too good. What are you going to do? Rebecca Poise, though always a hero to the show, says, tried and failed to stay awake. See you in the best community on YouTube tomorrow. Thank you in advance for a great show. Hey, no problem, Rebecca. Thank you for always being awesome and supporting the show. It means a lot. Jason Ashby, 5 free tickets to you lucky sons of bitches. If you got a free ticket, show up after tonight's after party and give Jason Ashby all your love. BBC, hero to the show, BBC, $50. I am still on the road. I hope you're doing well out there. Stay away from your in-laws. I'm almost home. I'm so glad to be out of the Midwest. I don't blame you. I almost had to cancel someone's subscription to Life. Don't do that. We need you a free man. I love you all. Enjoy the show. Also, I have gifts for some of my peeps. You know who you are. Am I one of them? I want gifts. Hell yeah. That actually reminds me. Look what I got in the mail. Boom! Somebody sent me this. Hell yeah, folks. This is one of those vape pens. I have another one I bought and it sucks. This is actually a good one. Fucking amazing. What a gift. And if you have any of these type of cartridges laying around at home and you don't need them, send them to me because I enjoy them very much. Please and thank you. And I got a lovely letter that came in the mail with it. I'm going to read it to you right now. It says, Dear Dusty, thank you for being so awesome. Hey, I do what I do. Also, thank you for flashing the crappy vape carts that people have sent you. Now I know the best way to support you. Hell yeah, that's the way to do it. This is actually a great vape cart. One of the best I've received. This is a high quality one, man. This shit tastes so strong and good. It's fucking delicious. Thank you. Enclosed, you'll find a premium cartridge. It is premium. Just a tester to see if it makes it all the way to you. It did. There's also a mini battery, an awesome one. I preset it to 2.4 volts. I found that to be the optimal setting. It was optimal. Please flash the new cart so I know you got it. Got it. Hell yeah. Best regards, Nassim. What up, Nassim? King. P.S. You are one of the best among us. Thank you for your honesty. P.S. 2 clicks to preheat it, 5 clicks to turn the battery off, and reset the puff counter. All right. Yeah, you're right. The preheat is useless because it already works so well. The other one I had needed that. It doesn't need it because it's so good. So anyway, got it, Nassim. Thank you. You are a fucking king amongst the men. Everybody should take your lead and send me their cards. And I got a card from Rich Latta. Hell yeah. And money. Fuck yeah, money. Got $35. Fuck yes, Rich. If you can't send a cart, send cash. My 2 favorite fucking gifts. Rock on. Life is good. And Rich says, hey, Dusty. Hey, Rich. Just wanted to give you a district donation without YouTube taking a huge cut. As for Uncle Sam, that's up to you. Thanks for revealing that Trump is obsessed with crazy people invading the country because he thinks asylum seekers are coming from insane asylums. Beyond hilarious, but most likely true. I feel so much better about the election and life in general now that Biden has stepped out of the race. I know, right? Life-changing. Melvin's been coming over every day, getting updates from me about how Kamala's doing. He's all fucking happy. Even he gets his news from me, and he didn't even watch my show. Thank you so much for all you do and keep fighting the good fight. Much love, Rich Latta. Hey, Rich Latta, thank you. Today is a good day. It's a really good mail day. And you rocked it, Rich. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for generosity. King amongst men, Rich Latta. And also BBC, Kingston among men. Appreciate you, BBC. Hope you get home safe and well. Send me an email and let me know. And Armando Larade, just a few bucks for the kiddies. You rock, Armando Larade. The NWO, appreciate your offering. Carolyn McMickle, $4.99. Cats, love. High fives to you, Carolyn. Adam Smasher, Dusty is my favorite. Geralt of Rivia cosplay. Hell yeah. I'm going to go out and slay some demons. There's my Geralt voice. Nailed it. I'm a witcher, motherfuckers. Kim, $5. When others riot, personal responsibility, no excuse for violence. When a far-right riot, these are poor, misunderstood patriots, and we must listen. Yep, it's always a different playbook when they do it. It's not cancel culture when they do it. Everything is different for them. No morals, no integrity, no spine. Lizzie Bennett, oh my fucking God, Joe Rogan is literally pulling a Carlos Mencia. Yes, he is. Who is going to confront him? I would do it, but he probably wouldn't let me into his comedy club because I'm too woke. Ideal Paradox, Joe ain't got nothing on Johnny Carson. I mean, yeah, Johnny Carson been dead for 20 years, and he's still funnier than Joe Rogan. And I still like Joe when he's not discussing politics. I mean, I think Joe is a great UFC commentator. Other than that, he's a fucking dipshit. Never says anything intelligent, thought-provoking. Now, he used to be a completely different person, but now his brain is rotted out of his goddamn body. This is exactly why I don't do testosterone replacement therapy. I look at people like him and Dana White, just everybody, RFK Jr., their heads fucking swell up. They just look so weird. They become like hot dog people. And it's obviously right in your brain, too. I don't know. It seems bad. MW, hell yeah, $40, very generous. I'm going to read you so sexy. Just imagine if this guy had a different outlook than just, it's not my fault if people listen to me. I know, right? And actually taught his dumb followers how things really worked. What a better world it could be. Yeah, but then he would actually have to take responsibility, right? He would actually have to be thoughtful. And then he would actually have to feel guilty when he spread misinformation, when he said things that got people killed, when he got people hurt. He would have to take stock in himself. And also, he wouldn't make as much money. Because by bomb throwing, by spreading bullshit, by spreading right-wing talking points, they just flood the money. And that's what he's about, folks. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't have any empathy towards his fellow human beings. It's all fucking about him. That's what makes people more conservative. The more selfish you become, the more conservative you become. And becoming rich, getting hundreds of millions of dollars, it just makes you more and more selfish. Money ruins you. I used to have a lot more money than I do right now, and I used to be conservative as shit. So I can tell you from first-hand experience. Thank you, MW. Very, very correct in your assessment there. V, what up, V? So many fucking flies tonight, goddammit. Fuck off, flies. Where all these goddamn flies come from? Don't you tell me that they're attracted to shit either, because that's true, but not very nice. V says, I may be an inch taller than Joe Rogan, you're 5'4", but I'm a hell of a lot cuter. I bet you are. Ha. Send me a picture. Thank you, V. Agent Orange, $25. You rock, Agent Orange. I bet Joe Rogan paid big money to have someone put that he's 5'8" in his bio online where his legs make him look like he's 4'8". Yeah, probably. He's got Jamie editing his Wikipedia page. You know it. And the BBC, 5 free tickets to you lucky motherfuckers. Show up at tonight's after party. Check the community section of YouTube and give BBC your love for your free tickets. Bryant, $5. I will catch on the replay, just stopping by to immortalize myself on the greatest internet show. Hey, Bryant, you're very smart. If you guys don't know this already, if you donate to the super chats, the nanobots that are surrounding us all at all times, they resurrect you into the afterlife at the moment of death. So you don't actually experience death. It feels like you're going to die, and then you wake up, and it's kind of like the Matrix. It's basically this is all a simulation. And so what part of the parameters of the simulation is when you die, as long as the nanobots in the future knew about your life, they can resurrect you into the servers that house all the people who have been recognized and resurrected. But the only way you can get there is if you like donate to a show and let the future robots know that you exist. So it sounds like religion, but it's true. So anyway, just saying, might want to donate to the show. All right, move right along. Let's move on the show, folks. I'll read all the rest of the super chats at the end of the show. But for now, let's move on to the section whose name I love and will never abandon. All aboard the Coconut Express! Woo woo! Hell yeah, love it, never changing it. And first off, on the Coconut Express, so last we met, Governor Josh Shapiro was the odds-on favorite to be Kamala Harris's vice president pick. None of us liked it. But anyway, they were trying to sell this motherfucker to us. Democrats putting it all over their timelines. Look at how awesome this guy would be as our vice president. Here he is destroying Donald Trump's choice, JD Vance.
Question. Governor, JD Vance just said this about you, and these are his words, quote, he compared you to a really bad impression of Barack Obama. What is your response to that?
Is that what he said? That's great. I love how we get the real-time
mono
quotes here. I mean, look, I don't know. Barack Obama was probably our most gifted orator of my time, so it's kind of a weird insult, I guess. But look, I'll say this about JD Vance. It is real hard being honest with the American people when you're not being honest with yourself. JD Vance is a total phony baloney. He is the most inorganic candidate I think I have ever seen on the national stage. He doesn't know what he believes, and that is why it is impossible for him to articulate a coherent message to the American people, because he doesn't believe.
Okay, if you're having trouble hearing, it's because it's only coming out on one ear. I didn't do that. Whoever made this clip fucking did it, so not my fault. Anyway, they was shit on them folks. He was like, I'm gonna fuck JD Vance up. Don't you even worry about it, Democrats. Next thing you know, they were like trying to run cover for him because the word had got out that when he was young, he volunteered to join the IDF. And so his campaign is like, he didn't though, he didn't. He wasn't actually in the IDF. Instead, when he was in high school, he voluntarily joined an IDF propaganda program that brainwashes young high school students into believing the terrorism the IDF is committing is good, which I guess is better, but still not good. Yeah, don't worry. Josh Shapiro wasn't actually in the IDF. He was only in an IDF child indoctrination program, which remains the foundation of his Palestine position today. So, yeah, still don't want him. Still don't like it or trust him in any fucking way. Nobody who's been associated with the IDF, period, should be anywhere near the White House, especially a heartbeat away from it. That's just me. And then they took to Wikipedia to try to retcon the past, to try to delete the history of his own words, but people took screenshots before they get away with it. So you'll see here on his Wikipedia page, during his studies, he spent 5 months in Israel and volunteered for the Israeli Defense Forces. Uh-oh. Next thing you know, completely gone. They removed it all, folks. The whole line has been removed from his Wikipedia page. So they're trying to edit it, folks. Trying to remove the history of what he has said and done because they know Democrats don't like it and they want to make sure he gets the nomination. Shady as shit, if you ask me. Meanwhile, did you guys see the hubbubaloo between Mehdi Hassan, King Hassan, and George Takei? Remember George Takei? Oh my, from Star Trek. Well, they're feuding on the Twitters, folks. Let me go ahead and go back to the beginning of the feud because it's beautiful. All right, back to the beginning, back to the beginning, back to the beginning. All right, so Mehdi Hassan talking about Kentucky governor clears schedule for Harris VP announcement. And Mehdi Hassan says, hey, Bashir would be a smart pick. Walsh, the smartest. Kelly and Shapiro, not good for multiple reasons, which is true. Like, Shapiro is not a good choice. And it's because he won't get a lot of votes from people that just don't trust his connections to the IDF. It's not because he's Jewish. It's because he has really bad positions on Israel, and he has previous attachments to him when he was literally in the IDF indoctrination camp. No thanks. Even if you love him, you have to recognize that other people will see that and be less likely to vote for him. Therefore, he is not the best candidate to ensure Kamala Harris gets elected. Very simple. But see, George Takei, who I like usually, is one of these blue MAGAs, okay? He does not actually give a shit about the Palestinian people at all. This is not really a big issue. They pay lip service to it. But in the long run, it's unfortunate, but it's more important that we focus on getting Democrats in power than really holding them accountable for the Palestinian conflict and genocide. So, back down, everybody, and just let Democrats do whatever the fuck they want to. Let them shove anybody they want to down our fucking throats. So, George Takei tweets at Mehdi Hassan, time to stand down. At this point, you're undermining the Democrats. Yeah, don't speak out against Josh Shapiro. Hey, don't warn that Josh Shapiro is a bad choice who's going to hurt Kamala Harris's chances of getting elected. Just shut the fuck up and let us let Donald Trump get elected, I guess, says George Takei, who doesn't care about Palestine. To which Mehdi Hassan responds, not sure I'm undermining Dems if I'm trying to get them to pick a VP who will help them win against Trump. Exactly. Number two, just a few weeks ago, you were telling me to stand down on calling for Biden to go. I was right about that and right about Harris. A little humility, please, George. But George Takei doesn't care because he's blue MAGA. And he says, respectfully, you are not getting anyone inside the Harris campaign to do anything. That's exactly what they said about Joe Biden. You better shut the fuck up. You're helping Trump by talking shit about Joe Biden. He's never stepping down, Dusty. Oh, yeah. Middle fingers to you, motherfuckers. You're not getting anyone inside the Harris campaign to do anything. He actually is. I guarantee you, the Harris campaign is listening to Mehdi Hassan. No one here on social media has that kind of influence. We literally do. social media is what got Joe Biden to resign, motherfucker. What are you talking about? This is so stupid. Instead, you are creating negative energy. Oh, no. Isn't that what you're doing by calling Hassan out? When we all need to be pulling together and respecting the decision and decision-making process, speak positively and please refrain. No. We continue to put pressure on our leaders to make sure they do the right thing. We just don't give them free reign to do whatever the fuck they want. We're not a cult. We don't line up behind them goddamn blindly, okay? Maybe you do, you fucking bootlicker, but go bootleg elsewhere because adults are talking, Takei. Meanwhile, Mehdi Hassan says, respectfully, George, this approach didn't work for you the last time you tried it. Yeah, you tried that shit. It's exactly the fucking same exact goddamn shit you said about Biden, and we got that motherfucker removed. So, I don't know, read the room, Takei. Maybe sit this one out. Meanwhile, shamelessness is their superpower, folks. Another week of JD Vance going out there trying to attack Kamala Harris. Let's see how weird that went for him.
She's running on wedge issues that divide the American people rather than unite the American people. I think that shows she's scared, and it shows she doesn't have a record to run on.
Yeah, isn't it Kamala Harris who is trying to divide people? Isn't it Kamala Harris that's trying to scare people with wedge issues? Just good God. Then with a straight face, this motherfucker actually said this, y'all.
Kamala Harris is a phony who caters to whatever audience is in front of her.
Literally, this is a guy who a couple years ago said Trump was America's Hitler. He said he was never Trump. Trump's vice presidential candidate right now. Just holy God. Can't make this shit up. They will literally say anything, folks. And then, if you needed further proof that the Trump campaign hires actors to be in the background of their rallies and shit, look no further than this man standing behind JD Vance.
Kamala Harris's vision is the exact opposite. Open borders and closed factories. Kamala Harris, she wants bigger government that can tell you what to do, and she also wants smaller bank accounts, which I think a lot of us have seen. But Donald Trump, by contrast, delivered record paychecks and the strongest border in history. What an amazing record of accomplishment.
Hilarious. Might want to play those guys a little better in the future. I don't think minimum wage is getting it goddamn done out there. Meanwhile, once again, just shamelessness is their superpower. No irony whatsoever. This is the Jordan Peterson subreddit. Now they're making fun of Kamala Harris for being too rich, y'all. Donald Trump supporters are making fun of Kamala Harris for being too rich. Asking for donations while wearing more than the average American salary around your necks. I don't even believe this is true, but they're claiming this necklace that she's wearing costs $62,000. They're like, I ain't giving her money. Look how rich she is. Your boy literally owns buildings, golden goddamn buildings. Dude just got $4 billion for his stock. You guys have no problem sending him every last dime you fucking have. It's just crazy. But like I always say, their words don't mean anything. We're in a post-truth society. And then, folks, if you need a little hopium copium today, let's take a look at Vice President Kamala Harris doing a rally in the exact same building that Trump did it in. Here's her rally. Click, click. Bigger, thank you. Her rally. Completely full, folks. Energized crowd. From the floor to the rafters. Packed. Same building, Donald Trump. And oh, sad, low energy Donald Trump. Whack, whack. No Donald Trump hating this one, folks. But she got the energy behind her. She got the momentum. Hopefully we can keep this shit going. Hopefully she picks a good vice presidential candidate. And yep, as Mehdi Hassan says, told you so. Kamala Harris has a 1-point edge over Donald Trump nationally, something Joe Biden never had. He was down 5 points when he left the race. Already picked it up, folks, and she hasn't even started yet. They hadn't put her next to Beyonce, next to Taylor Swift. She ain't been out there in the debate stage yet. This is just fucking started. The Coconut Express is goddamn rolling. Meanwhile, very smart folks, they say that if Donald Trump doesn't show up to the ABC debate like he agreed to do and then backed out on, they're going to have Kamala Harris on there anyway and basically just do a town hall style program, which would be fucking perfect. What they should do is they should like have videos of him spreading bullshit and then her countering whatever horseshit he's spewing. They should be fact checking everything he says. Use that time to destroy that orange goof. Genius. So I hope he shows up, but even if he doesn't, it'll be glorious. And that is my woo-woo, all aboard the Coconut Express coverage for you guys tonight. Hell yeah, you got psyched? I know Melvin is. Melvin was like, Dusty, got to tell you, I was all depressed. I've been all depressed lately. And then I came over here the other day and you opened the door and you greeted me by raising your arms and singing, Kamala's going to win. And that just hyped me up. And he comes over every day now for like a pep talk on how good Kamala's doing. And man, I love raising his spirits about it because he should be like excited. We all should be. We finally have an opportunity to change things for the better, or at least keep things from getting worse. Finally, a little good news. I'm fucking here for it. Fireside chat with Auntie Kamala. Yep. Coconut pills for everybody. Waltz is the DEI old white man Harris needs. Probably be Walls. Bashir would be bad. I still want Buttigieg. But everybody's like, no, you can't have a black woman and a gay dude at the same time. America will lose their fucking mind with wokeness. Maybe that's true. I don't know. And all right, we roll on, folks. Get your super chats in. We're going to do a trash world, follow up by, we have a very, very short Free Palestine tonight, like 2 minutes. And then a Beyond Parody to finish us off, so get them in. But for now, it's time for Trash World. Man, I got to get fucking the beast fixed, y'all. I miss my Trash World theme song. I bet I could find it out there if I went and look for it. Anyway, it don't matter. First off, on the Trash World, it was a setup, y'all. So the IBA, in my opinion, is trying to get free advertisement. So this is my conspiracy theory, y'all. I think they contacted Angela Carini. She is the boxer who got punched in the face in the Olympics by whatever this other one, Algeria's Khalif. Is that how I pronounce him? So Khalif is the cis woman. She's intersex, I think, but she's a woman. She was born a woman. She has a vagina. She's a woman. And this other woman, Carini, is the one that took one punch in the face in the Olympics and then walked off. So apparently the IBA is now going to give her $50,000 for walking off during her bout. And the IBA put out a press release basically making fun of the Olympics, saying the Olympics are a sham for having this woman be able to box and stuff. I think they did this whole thing in order to get themselves free advertisement. And they were in collusion with this woman to begin with to do this staged event in order to spread transphobia and help the IBA's bottom line, get them a little free press. Meanwhile, I guess good news, this is not totally trash, but Amain Khalif won her next bout against this woman. This woman was so nasty. This woman put a picture on her social media of Beauty and the Beast to make fun of her opponent, basically called her a man, basically did everything she could do to trash talk her and shit on her while she was completely professional, completely kind. And after she got her ass whipped, she didn't have fucking shit to say. So she's acting completely sympathetically like she's the hero to this lady who was a complete fucking villain. This is class, folks. Nice to see it. Of course, she ain't got no lip to give right now, does she? You ain't calling her a beast after she whooped your ass, are you? Fucked around and found out. Meanwhile, it's interesting how conservatives have changed their whole outlook on transgenderism. Used to be gender is a binary with no spectrum, and it's based on the genitals you were born with. If you have a vagina, you are a girl 100% of the time. If you have a penis, you're a boy. That's how it works. Now suddenly they're like, hey, even if Khalif has a pussy, she's a man if she has a Y chromosome or produces enough testosterone. Which is it, conservatives? Is it about your genitalia, or is sex a spectrum? And it's more complicated than that, huh? I wonder. But of course, it's always whatever they want it to be at the time. Whatever allows them to be as transphobic, as bigoted as they possibly can be. It's not actually based on biology or science or any kind of hard position. And here they are. This is who the Olympics are trying to convince you is a woman. Here's the hilarious part, folks. If this was a trans man, a cis woman, or a woman that was born assigned female at birth and then grew up and transitioned to male by taking testosterone and came out and called herself a male's name, said, I'm a trans man, they 100% would be on here saying, this is a woman. No matter how much testosterone you take, you're always going to be a woman. You can't change your gender. 100% they were saying that. Now suddenly, she's a man. Because there's no logic and reason behind any of this. It is just pure rank transphobia and hypocrisy in every way. And yeah, the funniest part of this to me is that if she actually identified as a man, the same people will be insisting she was a woman. That's what she should do. She should come out and she should say, hey, I'm transitioning to a man. I'm a man now. And watch all these people say, you're not a man. You're a woman. Do it. Do it. Of course, she won't do it because, you know, she's not trans. She's a fucking woman. But and then, folks, I don't know if you guys heard this or not, but apparently the stock market crashed. Oh, no. So Friday, they had massive sell-offs. Today, 1,000 goddamn points down. Look at all this red. Google down 4.5%, Microsoft 4.5%, Amazon 7.5%. Bitcoin crashed. Bitcoin went down like 20%. God damn it. I'm glad I'm not one of those fucking idiots that invested in Bitcoin. You guys are so stupid. Anyway, I'm going to go kill myself. I'll be back in a sec. Just kidding. Hey, Google, I'm just kidding. Don't ban me. I'm not really actually going to do that. I'm joking. But hey, there's a reason that the stock market crashed. Lots of reasons, actually. I mean, apparently Iran is possibly about to go to war with Israel, which means the entire world is about to be in World War III. Seems bad. That's part of it. Here's another stock market news today. Global stock rout deepens as Dow plunges over 1,100 points. So mostly, here's what happened. Japan. So Japan has been basically giving out free Japanese yen for the last couple decades. All right. It's crazy, I know, but basically you can borrow Japanese yen for 0% interest. And in some cases, negative interest where they actually pay you to take the fucking money. It's crazy times. So Japan has basically loaned out about $20 trillion in yen at 0% interest. So what everybody's been doing is they've been taking free loans in yen and then they've been going and transferring it over to American dollars and they've been buying stocks in the U.S. Well, funny thing, they had an increase in inflation over in Japan. And they're like, uh-oh, we done been giving too much fucking money away. We got to raise interest rates. Well, then they did that immediately. It made the Japanese yen stronger versus the U.S. dollar, which immediately made it harder to pay off the loans they've been getting, which were up to now free, and buying American stocks with it. So they immediately wanted to pay off all the loans that they bought or they got from the Japanese government. So they had to sell off tons of fucking stock and Bitcoin in order to become liquid enough to pay off their loans to Japan. That's why a lot of the stock crash happened. It's because of that. But a lot of things, but that's partially what caused it. Japan fucked up. What you going to do? And actually, Bitcoin went up today. It crashed the weekend, but today, when the stock market was crashing, people hedged their bets and they went and bought more Bitcoin. I actually bought a little bit myself. That's what you do. You buy the dip, folks. Shh, buy the dip. And one more. No matter what happens, folks, though, you know Donald Trump is either going to take credit for it or going to blame the other side for it. Back when it was good, and by the way, it's still good. The stock market is still 8,000 points higher than it was when Trump left office. So Still very, very good compared to where we were. But a few months ago, Trump was all like, this is the Trump stock market because my polls against Biden are so good that investors are projecting that I will win and that will drive the market up. Everything else is terrible. Watch the Middle East, and record-setting inflation has already taken its toll. Make America great again. I guess by this logic, it must mean that the markets think Kamala's going to win, because now he's like, Japan down 12%, India down 6%, Germany way down also, U.S. really bad. This is a preview of the world market without Donald J. Trump in the White House. None of this happens if Trump is in. Kamala and the markets don't go together. She'll destroy the markets. She's in power now, and look at what is happening. 1 week of the fake media saying better polls, and you get a market crash. The legendary Howard Lutnick. Yep, isn't that right, folks? Regardless of what happens, it's never Trump's fault. It's always the other guy. God damn it, my rope controller's not working. I'm sweating my balls off, motherfucker. So hot right now. Fucking air, cool me down. Woo! Cool me down. And all right, that is my trash war for the night. Fuck yeah. Did you guys lose a bunch of money in the stock market? Hopefully not. Hopefully you're like me and invest. What? I'm so sweaty mess now. God fucking damn it, Dusty. Fuck. I was looking all hot. Now I look like disheveled goddamn shit. Whatever, universe. Fuck everything about this. And, all right, what you guys said? 38,000 is not a crash. All right, well, 1,100 points is not great. It's not a boost. Say that shit. Good God, why is it suddenly so fucking hot? Got a hot flash, y'all. I'm going through menopause. U.S. rates were zero for about 10 years. That's the reason why we're in such bad shape. I mean, they need to lower it. They need to cut the rates just a little bit, in my opinion. No crash. I mean, like I said, it is still $8,000 above, 8,000 points above where it was, so not really a crash, but I mean, 1,100 points is pretty bad. Not the greatest thing in the world. I bet gold went up too. I don't know. I don't involve myself in gold. I only involve myself in real assets like Bitcoin. Not about fake shit that doesn't actually exist. Who would buy gold when Bitcoin is the real thing? And hey, yeah, a slight downturn. All right, that works for me. Stop the scaremongering. This happens all the time. I'm not scaremongering. I literally just explained to you exactly what the fuck was going to happen in the most precise way it can possibly be explained. So if you're talking to me, you're talking bullshit. I just got a commercial. Hell yeah. I don't make any money for the commercials, but hopefully they'll help me with the algorithm a little bit. That's the only reason I added commercials back to the show. Not to make money, but because if you don't have commercials run your show, the algorithm gets all the money. But what happens is they copyright everything I do, like all these clips I play, and they give all the money to the people who copyrighted me. So I don't make any of the money. What you gonna do? And all right, folks, we're along. Time to raise that power fist. This is only gonna last a second. Let's free Palestine, y'all. The fuck is it? Where the fuck is the free Palestine, motherfucker? Why do I keep losing it? Oh, it's right there. Boom. Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Dun, dun, dun. First off, on tonight's Free Palestine. More atrocities every week. I'm not going to show you guys much of this stuff. Just my timeline again like it is every day. It's just dead babies, dead bodies. Israel handed over 80 unidentified and decomposed bodies to Gaza Ministry of Health today. The civilians were detained by Israel and buried in mass graves in Khan Yunis. I'm not even going to show you, but like it's just not ending. Just want you to know it's still going on. The genocide is still continuing. Meanwhile, this Israeli soldier filmed himself at the Olympics. They're completely fine to do mass murder, to do genocide, to commit war crimes, and then go cheer for their team at the Olympics. Why is not Israel getting the same treatment that Russia? Yeah, this year's soldier was at the Olympics months after he filmed himself mocking the destruction in Gaza.
בעזה פירקו את כל האולמות אירועים, אז לפעמים צריכים לאלתר במה. שימו לב איפה יושבים הקהל. איפה אתם עזה?
Guy Hodgman. He regularly posts videos on social media mocking Palestinians who have endured nearly 10 months of genocide. In December 2023, he filmed himself on a beach in Gaza claiming the territory belonged to Israel.
Victory will be.
Everything is ours.
Will go in fire.
Gaza will be on fire. Activists have called for Israel to ban from the Olympics, but of course they're not going to do it because Israel rules the world. It's a different playbook. They don't get treated the same way Russia does or anybody. They can literally kill everybody on the planet, and they would just have the Olympics with Israel alone, and the entire world would cheer because we are all slaves to the Zionists. Meanwhile, here's an Israeli tourist over in Japan, once again, attacking a citizen with a Palestinian flag.
76 years of establishment. Palestine doesn't exist. It never will and it never has. Israel is a fake state. So why are you waving the flag? 76 years of establishment.
Why are you wearing the flag? That's the Palestinian flag. So, yeah, Palestine doesn't exist. Only Israel does. I mean, unfortunately, that's going to be true. That's what's going to happen. Eventually, Israel is going to be the only country that exists over there, and Palestine won't exist anymore, and nobody will do anything about it. America's not going to do anything about it but fund it. We're not going to do anything about it but put Kamala Harris in the White House, and she's going to do the same shit Biden did, and the world is going to sit by and let it fucking happen. That's what's going to happen. I mean, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I see no signs whatsoever that America is going to stand up against Zionists or the rest of the world or in any way, in any meaningful way. Even our Representative Brian Mast, our ally Israel needs all the tools available to defend against threats in the region, including big bombs to bust some bunkers in the event of nuclear attack from Iran. And yep, licking the Israeli boots while they piss all over us. This is America, folks. They own us. Lock, stock, and smoking barrel have every politician sewn up. And you want to know what might be behind the recent riots in the UK caused by the far right? Well, the United Kingdom suspended arms export licenses to Israel. The next day, the far right is rioting in Israel over bullshit that wasn't even true. I don't know if the things are connected or not, but we'll see. And scary times, folks. Iran has told Arab leaders it doesn't care if attack on Israel triggers an all-out war, says report. They're planning on attacking Israel pretty soon, apparently. The United States has already said they're going to retaliate, so I guess our young men and women are going to have to go die for Israel. And hey, I am too old to be drafted, so whatever. I guess you young people are going to have to die for your Zionist daddies. I might, if I were you, refuse to go or riot in the streets or some shit, but you do you. You guys are going to get killed for it, not me. I'm going to be fucking fine, so whatever. Seems bad, but at this point, just fuck America. Like, seriously. If you guys go over there and you get killed, you deserve whatever the fuck you get. I don't give a shit. And that is my Free Palestine section tonight. Yeah, Iran as fuck. What are you going to do? Like caveman against America. I think Dusty is saying things that will haunt him. Like what? What the fuck am I saying that'll haunt me? I don't think you know me well enough to tell me what's going to haunt me. Of course, people have been saying that shit to me, like, literally for the last 15 years. Your career's over, Dusty. You've gone too far. Everybody's going to abandon you. You're going to have 0 views tomorrow. Like, literally every day of my life, people have been saying that shit to me. Ain't happened yet. I ain't particularly fucking worried about it. A British citizen stabbed 2 women and the far right blamed immigrants and rioted. Yes, that's what I said. Iran should be able to protect its nation from attack. They should be able to, but it's a different set of rules. You know that, baby. Never do as we do. Always do as we say. Iran will devastate us. Iran ain't gonna devastate us. Are you out of your goddamn mind? It's like space aliens versus caveman. Iran ain't gonna do fucking shit but get annihilated. It's laughable. Laughable. Now, yeah, Iran has a way better military than Palestine does. If it were just Iran versus Israel one-on-one, yeah, they'd get fucking decimated. They'd crush Israel, but that ain't the way it is. They got United States, the biggest military force the world has ever goddamn known. And it's not like NATO is going to go against the United States. So no one's going to help what is coming, unfortunately. Iraq lasted over 10 years, and Iran has a bigger army. Yeah, it went so well for Iraq, didn't it? Yeah, Iraq just one like gangbusters. What's that? Yeah, like 1 million of them died. They killed very few U.S. soldiers. We did eventually have to leave, but after we killed 1 million of them, decimated their whole fucking country, spent $5 trillion. So, yeah, I mean, sure, they could pull us into a 10-year war where we murder 1 million of them and destroy all their infrastructure. I guess if that's what you're going to win for Iran, sure, but not really, baby. And, all right, folks, move right along. Going to finish you off with a little Beyond Parody. Get your super chats in. This is it. Beyond Parody. Okay, keep saying that. Like, I mean, okay, we didn't win in Iraq, but Iraq didn't fucking win that war. Iraq killed very few Americans, very few in comparative. We killed 1 million of them. Crushed their entire goddamn country. Yeah, it didn't do us any favors, but saying that Iraq won some kind of great victory against the U.S. is ridiculous. Iran ain't gonna do fucking shit. It's just stupid. You guys are so silly. The fuck's Iran gonna do? Nothing. Wait and see. Yeah, they might pull us into a 10-year quagmire and bankrupt our country some, but it'll come at fucking a huge cost to their population, huge cost to their infrastructure. Exactly the same shit that happened last time. And, folks, I am going to play you guys a news clip from 2014 completely randomly. I don't even know why I'm playing this news clip from 2014. Let's just see what it says. What? What happened to the fucking news clip? What? They took it down? Are you goddamn kidding me? It's a conspiracy, motherfucker. This goddamn conspiracy. All right. Fine. Folks, I'm going to read you this news article from 2014 just randomly. And apparently there's some kind of conspiracy that caused them to pull this video down. It was just available right from my show. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about anyway. Here's what they say. The only bears known to inhabit New York Central Park are at its zoo. So how did a dead bear cub end up under a bush? That's strange. Neither police nor park officials had an answer for that late Monday, hours after a morning dog walker discovered the carcass of a 3-foot-tall bear cub. The person alerted a Central Park Conservancy worker, who then called the police, according to Central Park Conservancy spokeswoman Elizabeth Caledon. She added that the bear was not from the park zoo, but anytime wildlife is hurt or injured, we are upset and deeply alarmed. The cub was found under a bush near West 69th Street and West Drive in the park and appeared to show signs of trauma with an injury to its side and possible lacerations, police said. It was not immediately clear whether the bear wandered into the park or if its body was dumped there. Who? What kind of psychopath would dump a bear's body in Central Park? Obviously, it had to have wandered there, right? No one literally is crazy enough and also disgusting enough to dump the body of a bear cub in the park? Clearly, there has to be some kind of logical explanation for this. The incident is being investigated by NYPD's Animal Cruelty Squad, a spokesperson added. Once again, just a random news story, as you can see. October 6, 2014. I wonder who could have been responsible for this, folks. I have no idea. Who could be this dastardly? Who could be this evil? Who could have possibly have done this, everybody?
I was taking a group of people falconing up in Goshen, New York, up in the Hudson Valley. And I was supposed to meet them there at like maybe 8 or 9. I was driving up maybe, really early, like 7. And that woman in a van in front of me hit a bear and killed it, a young bear. So I pulled over and I picked up the bear and put him in the back of my van because I was going to skin the bear. And it was very good condition, and I was going to put the meat in my refrigerator. And you can do that in New York State. You can get a bear tag for a roadkill bear. And so then we went hawking, and I had the bear in my car. And then we had a really good day, and we went late. We were catching a lot of game, and the people really loved it, so we stayed late. And instead of going back to my home in Westchester, I had to go right to the city because there was a dinner at Peter Luger's Steakhouse. And at the end of the dinner, it went late, and I realized I couldn't go home. I had to go to the airport. And the bear was in my car, and I didn't want to leave the bear in the car, because that would have been bad. So then I thought, you know, at that time, this was a little bit of the redneck in me. There'd been a series.
Little bit of the redneck in me. No one is more redneck than RFK Jr., right? Dude, way more redneck than I am. This dude's a total country badass, y'all. RF Kennedy Jr.
Bicycle accidents in New York, they had just put in the bike lanes. And saw people, a couple of people had gotten killed, and it was every day, and people had gotten badly injured. Every day it was in the press. And so I thought, I wasn't drinking, of course, but people were drinking with me who thought this was a good idea. And I said, well, I had an old bike in my car that somebody had asked me to get rid of it. I said, let's go put the bear in Central Park and we'll make it look like he got hit by a bike.
Yeah, let's go stage a crime scene at Central Park. It's going to be hilarious, y'all.
So everybody thought that's a great idea. So we went and did that, and we thought it would be amusing for whoever found it or something.
Yeah! Think how much they'll laugh when they find this dead bear in the park. It's going to be hilarious. Everybody's going to be so amused.
The next day, it was like, it was on every television station. It was the front page of every paper, and I turned on the TV, and there was like a mile of yellow tape, and there were 20 cop cars. There were helicopters flying over it. And I was like, oh my God, what did I do? And then there was some people on TV in tie-back suits with gloves on lifting up the bike, and they were saying they're going to take this up to Albany to get it fingerprinted. And I was worried because my prints were all over that bike. Luckily, the story died down after a while, and it stayed dead for a decade. And the New Yorker somehow found out about it, and they're going to do a big article on me, and that's one of the articles. So they asked me, the fact checker said, you know, it's going to be a bad story. I
think it's a great story. Yeah, so hilarious. We ran over a bear. We were all drinking. We were afraid we were in trouble. So I went and staged a crime scene in Central Park. Oh, my God. I'm hilarious. And, of course, immediately when he heard the story was coming out, he did what every conservative does. He played the victim. Looking forward to seeing how you spin this one, New Yorker. Yeah, I murdered a bear while drinking and staged a crime scene in Central Park. How you gonna spin this one? Dude be like, I raped a couple kittens to death. Sure, I did that. I wonder how the New York Times is gonna spin this one to make me look bad. Oh my God, it's just, how is this real life right now? This has to be some kind of goddamn dark parody from the programmer god. There's no way this could be real life right now. And yes, this is the cartoon that wins the week. We are weird as shit. RFK Jr., hold my bear. Oh my God, this guy, just creepy as motherfucking shit. How do they manage to out-creep each other every fucking time? Wild. Meanwhile, can't have Beyond Parody without some Cybertrucks. Do you guys know that this $140,000 vehicle is made out of aluminum? It's so weak that the entire back half of it can shear off if you're trying to haul anything or pull anything.
Oh my God. All right, we're scared.
Oh!
Something just break off.
I think we broke the grill
rear
off.
bumper up. The rear bumper. Look at the Cybertruck.
What? No! Are you kidding me?
Oh my God! Our whole frame just snapped.
The hitch is hooked up to what? It just came off. Oh my God. You can't even fix that. That's a total truck. What good does the hitch do if it's barely on aluminum? Your trailer would have just fallen off. Bro, that's crazy. Any other normal truck could do that and you're not gonna break the frame. It's steel. You gotta have a steel core. You gotta have something holding this together.
That looks cheap, honestly.
That's what they bought that press for.
$140,000. God damn it. Elon Musk fans and stands are the dumbest people on earth. Meanwhile, this Elon Musk stan is trying to get help from Elon Musk about his shitty Cybertruck. Apparently, they can't get insurance on their Cybertrucks anymore because they're such death traps, and you're not allowed to legally drive without insurance. So these people are buying $140,000 trucks that they cannot even legally drive. Pranav says, hey, Elon Musk, hit a snag with my Cybertruck. The second delivered in New York City, love the car. Just a month after getting it, Geico dropped my coverage, saying they won't insure Cybertrucks anymore. Struggling to find an insure after 5+ brokers turned me down. Can't drive it and also can't sell it. Somebody said, wow, what a mess. And no Tesla insurance in New York State? Yep, no Tesla insurance. I also have an insurance broker who is excellent, and they came back to me with everyone, and I mean everyone else, has declined to offer coverage. Ha ha! That's what you motherfuckers get. Good. I hope you have to leave it on your fucking lawns and it rusts away and you can't sell it and you lose every goddamn penny. Couldn't have happened to dumber motherfuckers. Holy God, eat shit, every one of you. Fuck you and fuck your cybercuck. Meanwhile, folks, this girl claims that she didn't hit this guy's car, and I, for one, believe her.
I got all that already, baby.
Leave me alone.
I got all that. Hey, you hit my car.
I didn't hit your car.
She didn't hit it.
No, I didn't.
She did not hit your car. Now, I know what you're thinking. The fact that she got out of her car and she's now trying to remove her license plate to keep him from videoing it might make her seem guilty, but I still believe her.
I'm telling you, don't play with me.
No, I didn't hit anything.
She didn't hit anything. She hit nothing. I don't care what you say.
You can do all that, baby. You can do all that.
Show me some proof she hit your car, dude.
That.
One single shred of evidence that she. Oh, okay, yeah, she did it.
Police
yeah,
already got
yeah,
you.
she got it. Okay,
all
yeah.
that.
Police
already
got
you.
Yeah, she did it.
All
Okay, yeah,
that.
my bad. I was wrong about that one, I guess. Anyway, what an idiot. And that, let's finish it off with two more. First off, a brand new one from the Good Liars. Immediately go subscribe to the Good Liars. Folks, did you know that you can legally kill babies after they're born? Of course you didn't, because it's not true, but don't tell these people.
Well, that's what
4 weeks after they're born, you can kill them.
I'm sorry, I got to take a moment here. You're saying that in California you can kill a newborn baby up to 4 weeks until after it's born?
Absolutely.
That's not true.
That is true.
That's not true.
That's the law in the last year or two.
That is not true. That's not true.
You need to go do your research.
That's 100% not true.
You need to do your research.
Where did you read that? Be honest.
National news media.
Post-birth abortion.
National news media.
Can you tell me where you read it?
I thought they don't believe the national news media. But it turns out when they want to believe something, they just claim it's the national news media but to believe it. But the national news media obviously never said that.
It's been a while.
I've read it so many places I can't name them all, no.
It's hard to name them all right now.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Just so many examples. I just can't think of one because there's so many. I wish there weren't so many. Then I could easily think of them. But because there's so many examples, I am drawing a blank. That's just how it works. But do your research, just like I have. And one more, folks, going to end on this one. I know you guys must have saw this one already. Best headline ever. Pole vaulter's Olympic dream shattered by his own penis. I'll allow it. Hell yeah. So this motherfucker has such a giant dick that he was trying to win a medal pole vaulting in the Olympics, and his giant dick hit the crossbar. You guys see, look at this guy's huge slog. Holy God. Imagine losing a medal because of your giant hog. Imagine that, folks. The only time you would ever be sad you had a big dick. Look at this dick. Look at this motherfucker. Holy God. That guy has got a fucking log. And I'm just going to say, I empathize with this guy. I know exactly how he feels. Folks, this It's exactly why I don't compete in the Olympics. How the fuck am I supposed to go jump over hurdles and my dick knocking down the hurdles? They'll penalize you for that. How the fuck am I supposed to beat Michael Phelps swimming when I got a boat anchor dragging across the pool floor? It's not fair, man. If I get penis reduction surgery, you're done, Phelps. You're fucking done. Anyway, I'm so sad about my giant penis. Whatever, universe. I've been Olympic gold medalist otherwise. Fuck this world. And folks, that is my Beyond Parody and my show for tonight. We killed it. Hell yeah. Tonight's after party's coming up and not much going on. We do have a few religious bullshits we're going to throw in there. And I'm going to show you guys my Premiere Pro timeline for my video. We're going to have fun anyway, so be sure to join right now. It's coming up after this show. It's all happening, folks. If you bail out, though, please join me Wednesday, day after tomorrow. We're going to do an episode of the world's greatest show, so mark it on your calendar. Make sure to tune in live. If you're watching this on the replay, you got to come watch live because that's how you get your free tickets to the after party. You know you want one. Leave comments. If you're just sitting there watching this video and you haven't left a comment, fuck you. Fuck everything you stand for, motherfucker. But please, I suck your dick. If you leave a comment, I'll show up at your house, unless you don't want me to, and then I won't do it because that's rapey. And all right, folks. Wings of Shoe says Cybertruck more like Cyberpunk. Yeah, they're all fucking morons, aren't they? Where's Ashton Kutcher when you need him? BBC, I made it home. Hell yeah. Love you all. We love you, BBC. Be safe and vote blue. Even better, vote progressive. You know I'm going to. And thank you. And always, hail Satan. Iran has great engineers. They'll actually win. All right. You guys are so... All right, fine. We'll see what happens. We'll see if Iran does fuck... If it's actually a war, we'll see if Iran does fucking shit. Spoiler alert. Iran ain't gonna fucking do shit, y'all. You're ridiculous. Sorry. It's just it's too stupid to even take seriously. We're talking about a fucking America military, y'all, against Iran. I mean, what planet are you guys living on? It's just, but okay, we'll see. I'm not going to argue with you about it. It's literally too stupid to argue with. And Jason asked me five Cult Dusty memberships. Hell yeah. Thank you, Jason. Misha Rivera, $20 from our rescue animal to yours. Appreciate you, brother. Love from the Bayou Harris 184. Woo! I guarantee you wanted the good one, Misha Rivera. Thank you for your generosity. Have some gumbo in my honor. I will catch you in the replay. Just stop by to Morals Ourselves, your greatest show. Hell yeah, you smart, Bryant. Did I read that already? BBC gave 5. Yep, I think I already read them all. All right, we're all caught up, folks. We're all caught up. Everybody's over there standing for Iran. All right, just whatever. We'll see. We'll see who has better predictive powers, you guys or me, on this one. I'm very biased in this matter, but I got my money on me. Iran ain't gonna do fucking shit. And all right, folks, we're gonna be back Wednesday. Be sure to tune in then. For now, we're gonna do a very quick kitty party. Let's just go ahead and play this country song real quick to play us out with. All right, time for the NWO New World Order. New World Order. Agent Orange at the end of... Here's some green for the fur babies. Hell yeah. Thank you, Agent Orange. You rock. Rock the Casbah. And Ashley, welcome to the Dust Buddy. Spam that chat with impunity. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club. Once again, thank you, Agent Orange. And thank you, everybody who joined me tonight. We got Cece over here. Come on, Cece. Come get it. Come over here. Cece, come here. Come over here so we can see you. Pretty Cece. Pretty Misty. Pretty Teacup. NWO and NWO. Love the shit out of you guys. See you Wednesday. Mwah. Good night, everybody. First, I gotta get you out of my driveway. Woo.
This country living, it's what we do. We're fishing and grilling our cowboy boots. And girl, I gotta see that body tonight.
But first, I gotta learn how to fucking drive.
Cause baby, when it rains, I drink. And lately, it's been raining a lot. So maybe you and me can link. But first, I gotta get to your spot. I'm swerving and slashing into every tree and deer and hay. It's cowboy season. These torque ties are turning to mud. And the more I drink, yeah, the more it floods. Oh, lady, let me love you the right way. I need you on this country night, babe. Yeah, it's a 10-minute from my place. But first, I gotta make it out of my driveway. Maybe when it rains, I drink.
And lately it's been raining a lot, so maybe you and me can link. But first I gotta get to your spot.
I'm swerving and smashing into every tree and deer and hay bales. Cowboy season. These torque ties are turning to mud, and the more I drink, yeah, the more it floods. Oh, lady, let me love you the right way. I need you on this country night, babe. Yeah, it's a 10-minute from my place, but first I gotta make it out of my driveway. I drink, and lately it's been raining a lot, so maybe you and me can link. But first I gotta get to your spot.
Switch over now